All right, so continuing with 3.5b reciprocal functions. This would be the hardest that it would get. And what typically makes you guys freak out is that it's fractions, right? And you're like, this is nothing like we've ever done. Oh no, fraction. Okay. Fractions are your friends. Okay. But fractions can also be manipulated so that your rational function is in standard form. Okay. So what we're going to do is going to go through how can we manipulate it so that it's in standard form. So that's step one, is that we need to be in standard form, right? So what we have to do, how many of you remember least common multiple?
When did you ever say that in your life?
Your fifth and sixth grade teacher.
Oh, no. One.
No one knows what a least common multiple is?
I don't remember. I've heard of it.
All right, your least common multiple is the smallest number that both numbers evenly divide into. So what would be the least common multiple between 3 and 2? No, that's GCF. I'm saying LCM. Least common multiple.
Is it one?
Your least common multiple. What is the smallest number that thank you, 6. Your LCM is 6. What is the smallest number that each one of these numbers would evenly divide into? Your greatest common factor is what is the greatest number they have in common as a factor.
That'll be 1.
Their GCF would be 1, exactly. Yes, their GCF would be 1. Okay. When there's a fraction, you want to find the LCM. And what you're going to do with the LCM, so you find the LCM of the denominator, and what you're going to do is you're going to multiply each terms by it. No, you're multiplying it by 6. Okay. So what ends up happening is I'm going to have 6 times 2 over 3x. Oops, my x is not in the denominator anymore. There it goes. 2 over 3x plus 6 times 3 over 2. When you're multiplying a fraction times a whole number, you only are multiplying the whole number to the numerator. Does that ring any bells in your mathematical history? Yes. A common denominator. Yeah, no. We're trying to get rid of the denominator. Okay. That's going around the world. That's your mixed numbers. When you're multiplying a whole number times a fraction, you're only multiplying the whole number to the numerator. Okay. When you're multiplying, you're only multiplying the whole number times the numerator. Okay, so 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18. There you go. Good job. So when you simplify, it'll now be in standard form. What is 12 divided by 3? 4. What is 18 divided by 2? 9. So now I'm in standard form.
So now be y equals 4 over x plus 9.
Exactly. So now you're doing y equals 4 over x plus 9.
Is this a homework?
Maybe.
Oh, now you're 2. That's an A.
Exactly. So we now know our A. Your A is what? 4. Your H is 0. Good job. And your K is 9. So therefore, my asymptote, x equals 0 and y equals 9 are my asymptotes. X equals 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So step 3 is your table. And your table is based off of your y equals your a over your x. So 4 over x. Is it okay if I just do 2 and 1? Is that going to bother anyone? So I'm just going to do -2, 1, +1, and +2. You could have done 4, obviously, but I didn't want to. Okay, 4 divided by -2 is? Oh, that got weird. Is -2. 4 divided by -1 is -4. 4 divided by 1 is going to be +4 and 2. Again, these are my what? Directions. That's all ordered pairs really are, right? They're your direction from your starting point. But since we're not starting at the origin, we're starting here. So I'm going to go left 2 and down 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to go left 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4. And here is my left branch of my function. I can't do the right one. I mean, you can estimate if you want. And then right 2 and up 2. I can do that one. So the graph is doing something like that. Because this would be if I was at the origin. So instead of me having to plug in each one of these points into this and then adding 9, I can just count from here instead of having to do the adding of the 9. Okay. So final. You should be able to tell me the domain. What's the domain? X. Perfect. X cannot equal 0. So -infinity to 0. Join with 0 to infinity. What's my range? Y cannot be 9. So from -infinity to 9, union 9 to infinity. Okay. All right. Questions, comments, concerns about 3.5b. No? Okay. Following those 4 steps will be your best friend.